Hey everybody, this is CephasRed and welcome back to the Sunday vlog. Now as you know, these vlogs are all about basically me giving you weekly updates and passing it on the question off to you about, any kind of questions that you have for me, if you wanted to have a chat with me in the comments and basically provide your opinion about things that I say. So first of all, I want to say thank you to the 3,631 of you who have subscribed to the channel. Absolutely amazing. The number kind of goes up and down a little bit from 32 to 31 to 30 31, so also too, thank you for 1.14 million views. It's the number that keeps on growing. It's growing pretty fast, so thank you everybody so much for that. I want to start this vlog by saying that I've been looking at my analytics closely now, and I actually got a little bit of help from someone in regards to how to figure out the analytics. And I know a lot of people say that the analytics are just, it's just numbers, it doesn't matter. Actually, it does. It severely does, especially if you're a new content creator. If you're a big content creator, like say Jacksepticeye or PewDiePie or Markiplier or Game Grumps or anything like that, no, they don't matter anymore. Because they have a fan base that will watch their videos no matter what happens because they find them entertaining. In regards to small content creators, like myself, for instance, or say like Powerful, a friend of mine, everything revolves around analytics, the numbers. Because if our content doesn't provide enough energy or entertainment, audience isn't going to watch. And it's very sporadic. Like, as I said, as for me, I only have 3.6k subs, and I'm still at a point where my videos are only getting like 30 views, or 40 views, or 50 views. You would think that with a person with a high count like that would have higher view counts on videos, as well as watch time, but no, this isn't the case. It all depends on what catches the eye of the viewer. And that's why I was looking at the watch time as well as the run time and audience retention. My watch time's going up, which is great. I can see that. But the audience retention is like to me, that's the important thing, because the audience retention is what holds them to the point where they're going to watch it all the way through the video. And if the percentage is down, it means that there's something going on in your videos that aren't keeping their attention, basically. And so I've been looking at those closely, and that is the reason that my Cuphead videos are a little different. It's not a whole big long play of me doing something. It's also not me like doing a whole complete intro of what happened last episode and like all that sort of stuff, because now it's sort of like a big learning curve. I have to redo this stuff in order to make my content interesting. And in a way, it's kind of tough, because it's almost like I don't want to cut too much and make a person go, oh man, there's so many jumps happening here and there, I can't keep up, So that's something that, for me as an editor as well, editor for these videos, I have to consider that and keep it entertaining, keep it energetic. And I think I have a pretty good grasp of it, but it's still pretty tough to try and keep up with all that. It's just tough, that's all. And nowadays, with what YouTube's going right now, with their whole bowl of demonetization and all that sort of crap, it's the fact that like it's really hard to try and get a video done without it getting either demonetized or without it even being seen. That's the problem. And so I actually wrote it on Twitter. I wrote a rant on Twitter in regards to what YouTube's doing that should be changed. And it's something that I mentioned in regards to like what they need to fix, and if they don't, YouTube's going to fall, because if they don't fix what they're going to do, it's never going to get better. So But that's basically it right there. That's what I said on Twitter. If you want to take a look at it, just go to my Twitter link in the description. You'll be able to see it. If you're not following my Twitter, you should. It's where I visit the most, aside from my Facebook and Tumblr. I'm live mostly on Twitter, so that's something you guys need to know. And if you guys want to talk to me over there, you definitely can. You're allowed to. And, send me your thoughts. So, and that's something that I mentioned, I've mentioned before in regards to what's going on with YouTube. It's the fact that, it feels like my videos are not getting where they need to be. Either the fault of YouTube or the fault of myself. I don't know. I'm working as hard as I can on these videos with the time allotted that I have, and it just feels like they're not getting anywhere. I noticed that my recent videos aren't tracking as much as they should be, and I'm changing the style of my videos, but not even that's working. And it feels way off. I feel way off about it. And not only that too, I'm using the tag system where I make sure I get the appropriate tags so that they can be searched and seen by everybody else. I use TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy helps me to figure things out so there's more views and less work. Well, I'm doing everything TubeBuddy wants and nothing's changing. So what do I do? I don't know. So I'm pretty much just gonna do whatever I can until something changes, and I still want to do YouTube. Of course I do. It's just a lot more difficult than it was last year. And I always feel like if I started this channel 5 years ago, back in 2012, everything would have been much different. I probably would have been higher up with everybody else who's in the millions of subscribers, or even not even that, maybe less, maybe 100,000 or something like that. But the fact is that I was late to the game. I was late, and now I'm stuck in this. I'm stuck in this limbo of uncertainty. Let me say it again: a limbo of uncertainty. Because I don't know if YouTube's going to fix what they have going on, or they're just going to leave it, and then everybody else gets punished for it. And I know for a fact that the bigger YouTubers don't have to worry about the whole demonetization, the whole ad policy bull, because they're set, they're fine. Small creators like myself, we have to work 120% more to try and actually appease or please the ad policy thingamajig, and just try and actually keep their head above water. And it's really tough. It's really difficult. And my buddy Tightskin said it best. Let me read out his comment to you. It goes like this. If I can find it, here it is. This is very disappointing on YouTube's part. They are basically making YouTube into an American tipping type economy. Instead of paying their people decently, they make the workers beg the customer for help. I understand you aren't begging. He's directing that to me. But shame on YouTube for forcing so many creators to jump through these hoops. Without creators, there is no content. With no content, there is no audience. With no audience, there is no YouTube. Figure your stuff out, YouTube, before another video service comes along. And that is completely true. We all know that. And I bet YouTube knows that as well. But it seems like they just don't care. It's oh well, we'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Oh, my eye, it's so itchy right now. We'll be fine. There's nothing wrong with our system. We looked at 100 videos and did all that. Oh my goodness! Don't even get me started on that. There is something wrong with the system that they're using. It's not working. It's simply not working. It's not. And the reason, and the fact that they're not willing to look into it and get it figured out, that's something that really irks me. It really makes me concerned. And, it's okay, why is this a thing that they're not doing? Is there something else behind the scenes that we don't know about that they're planning or something like that? I don't know. I don't want to start a conspiracy thing, which probably will never happen. But it makes me disheartened, and it makes me feel discouraged to be a YouTuber. Because a long time ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, it was easy to be a YouTuber. You can post anything you want, in a restriction, of course. And not have to worry about people looking over you like Big Brother. It's like, oh, what are you posting? Ooh, oh, you said poop. You are demonetized. It's like, excuse me? Just for that little simple word? Or not even that. A word that doesn't even exist as a bad word. And used in the context of something so unharmful. But it was still demonetized because of it. It's just like, oh boy. And what irks me too is the fact that like I almost can't play horror games anymore because the YouTube's demonetization system doesn't seem to like it at all. And like they want to censor the gameplay and not the creator, the content creator. So I'm like confused here. I'm like, how is this? Because like all my horror games, except for Soma, have been demonetized. Every single one of them have. Layers of Fear only the last episode, but every single other one has been demonetized. And I'm like, how does this help anyone? It's like, obviously it's not me that they're demonetizing. It's the gameplay videos. You know for a fact, I never swear in my videos. I don't use any kind of innuendo jokes. I don't do anything like that. I focus on the gameplay. So obviously, there's a problem with this system. They shouldn't be keeping track of the games that they do. They should be keeping track, or the games that I do. They should be keeping track of the person who's playing them. The gameplay should have nothing to do with the equation, unless it's like, you know what I mean, pornographic games or anything like that. That's no. It's like, for instance, like Outlast 2. That was a very horrifying game. And that's kind of on the balance, you know. It's like, can it or not? But anything else, it's like, it's kind of a very big gray area about that. But what I'm trying to say is that, and especially my Cuphead videos are like, it seems like every single Cuphead video that I put out gets demonetized, and I have to ask them, no, this is fine. Please put it back. And they do, thank goodness. But it just tells me that their demonetization system does not work. It doesn't work. And I don't get why they don't take care of it. Obviously, it's not me. It's the gameplay that they're concentrating on. And it kills a content creator when they're like a small content creator trying to get up in the website, you know, trying to get exposed, trying to get discovered, trying to get seen, but yet YouTube's just like, get down there. So YouTube, you got stuff you got to figure out, or else this website's gonna die. Straight and simple. Okay, well, you've heard me ramble on for 13 minutes about that, so I'm gonna switch gears here and then go to something else. So that's my rant about that, and that was something that I wrote on Twitter. And if you haven't seen it yet, which you should, I always go on Twitter. That's the place I always go to. You know, the link to the address is down in the description below. Check it out. You know, follow me on Twitter, and you'll be part of the conversation. You are always able to write to me. Always able to reply to the things that I say. If you want to ask me things, you are more than welcome to. Especially like here on the comment system for YouTube, I always reply to your comments if there's something I can reply to. So it's something that I implore everybody to do who is a fan of mine, who follows me. Follow my Twitter. Follow my Twitter. Follow my Twitter. Follow my Twitter. Seriously, follow my Twitter. You'll be part of the action, you'll be part of what's going on, and then you'll be filled in on what things are going, you know, especially if I'm either busy or tired or stressed out from work and all that sort of stuff. Speaking of which, now we're going to go into my work. I'm going to be working every morning from next week until Friday, because there's some really important things that are happening at the job that I'm in, but I can't mention it because it's private. With that being said, since I'll be very busy at my work, I'll probably be too exhausted to do any kind of videos. So I may not have 2 videos a day, but I'm going to try my darndest to do 1 video a day if I have to. Because I want to make sure you guys all have content. I want to keep the watch time going. I want to keep everything going so that I can get up to where I need to be, basically. So that's what I want to do. And so, like, I just want to keep everybody informed. I want to keep everybody connected and let you all know what's going on in my life, pretty much. Q&A is going to continue. There will be a Q&A soon. I need more questions, basically. I've only gotten like maybe 2 or 3 right now from the past vlogs I've gotten. So if you got a question, put it in the comment box down below, and I'll answer the next Q&A. What else too? Oh, singing videos. Yeah, I might do a couple singing videos for you guys. I just need to figure out what I'm gonna do. And then finally, the Ruby reaction videos are still going to happen. I was going to have 2 Ruby reaction videos on Saturday. Didn't quite work out because I got blocked. So I had to email Rooster Teeth to get them to unblock them. So they'll be up and around maybe Monday or Tuesday. Or I might just do the whole spiel on Saturday with Ruby Volume 5 Chapter 2. So that'd be like 3 videos on Saturday, which would be pretty cool, I think. So yeah, that's what's going on. And I hope that everybody is well informed about what's happening. And you know, if there's anything that positive that I need to say about this, it's thank you to those who are constantly commenting to the channel, those who are constantly viewing my videos. You know, if it wasn't for you guys, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You know, if it wasn't for any of you, I wouldn't be here today. You know, you guys are what helped me keep going on this channel. You know, there are a lot of times where I feel like I'm so discouraged to the point where it's like, what's the point? You know, I work so hard but I don't get anywhere with it. But then I see you guys making all these comments saying it's okay. You know, you're making great content. You're doing an awesome job and all that. You know, you're one of the best YouTubers out there. I'm like, oh, well, thank you. You know, that helps me keep going. So thank you for that. Thank you so much. And finally, one thing I want to say is that if you really do want to help me out, if you really do want to help me out, help support this channel in order for me to become a full-time YouTuber, and that I can be financially secure, I have a Patreon. Check it out. I have it linked in the description below. My Patreon has like I think it has 3 tiers right now, just $1, $5, and $10. If it gets even more popular, I might actually jump it up a little bit more. Otherwise, I might actually just, you know, put all the other tiers up on there as well, so you guys can see it. And hopefully that's even more incentive to come into my Patreon, because I can't trust on YouTube's revenue alone in order to try and get a full-time job as a YouTuber. I can't. That's why I have a job outside of YouTube. Why is my eye so itchy? That's why I have a job, so I can make sure I have money to pay bills. It's tough. It's really tough. You know, trying to do this and YouTube at the same time. It's not easy. It's not. So that's why I implore every one of you who are watching me right now, if you want to give me a chance to try and, you know, make it big on YouTube and, you know, get videos out for every one of you, because you guys are what matter here. You guys are what matter. I want to make videos for you guys. I want to share my experience with the world about what I play. Then I need you all to do me a favor. I need you all to check out my Patreon. You know, and if you can, donate at least $1. Just $1. Just $1 to my Patreon. And you'll have access to my Patreon only posts. You'll have access to, you know, you can talk to me, you can comment. You'll have like music downloads that I use in the end of my videos. Some of them anyway, not all of them, because, you know, you have to be part of a network in order to use some of the music that I use. But otherwise, you know, you have the option. So I implore you, please check out my Patreon, because if I can't make the money, then I have to use a job, and it's going to be tiresome and exhausting to try and do work and YouTube at the same time. And that's just the reality of it. So that's why I ask, please, 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 check out my Patreon, take a look at it. If you want to comment and say, hey, yeah, put out these new tiers, I want to see what you got, then I'll do it. You know, I think I got an eyelash in my eye. But that's something that I need to mention. And not only that too, if you donate $5 towards Patreon, you get videos early. You do. You get videos early. Like for the past week, I have been putting up videos early. And, you know, so that's pretty cool, I think. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I know like I spent like 20 minutes talking to you guys about my random spiel and stuff like that, but that's when you guys can come in. You got something you want to mention to me, you got something you want to say, put it in the comment box down below. It can be positive, it can be negative, it can be critiqueful. The fact is that like I want you guys to be connected. I want you guys to be involved in this channel. This is our channel. This isn't just mine. This is our channel. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. Simple as that. So, you know, tell me what you want to say. I will respond because I like replying to my viewers and things like that. So thank you. Thank you for watching. If you've gotten to this far, you know, I applaud you. You're wonderful. You're awesome. You're lovely. You're very lovely, and I think you're a wonderful person. Always remember that. So, click the like button down below as well. If you thought this video was enjoyable, if you thought this video was informative, if it made you listen and think about a little bit, then please click that like button down below. And also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It'll definitely help me out. It'll help out this channel, and you know, it'll help me to continue to make more awesome content, especially vlogs like these ones. So, also too, please hit that bell icon in order to see my videos pop up in your feed as soon as they're uploaded, because then you'll be able to be the first people to watch the video and even comment down below. And who knows, I might just reply, which I probably will. Alright, thank you all very much for watching. You all take care of yourselves. And gameplay videos will be resuming this week. I'm going to try and do a little bit of a different kind of scheduling thing. So, but you guys will be informed of that later on. High five. Wow.